Welcome, my Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Twin Flame relationships. Welcome to your August 2019 reading. Was really prepared for this one. Took a shower, did my hair, kind of, sort of. Can't do a thing with it. So I put it back in a ponytail. Very Aquarian, right? Very clean, very, except for my little, where is it? My little curl on the side, my little freak wave, right? Overtone purple for brown, just in this lighting. I'm doing my best with the lighting here. That being said, the blessing of the decks was very blissful. You know, I'm learning a lot reading in this different format. I've been reading people face to face in person for decades, right? So, you know, the extra spiritual work and practice that goes in to do this accurately, the prayer, the meditation, the tuning, and the blessing of the decks, it's such a high every time I bless the decks. But then once all 5 decks are blessed, and I plug in, I ask the angels, gods, and masters to plug me into, in this case, the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in twin flame relationships. Sorry, a little straight hair there. In twin flame relationships for August 2019, I plug in and the vibe changes. It's like I can feel it. And I will tell you that the overall, even though it wasn't alarming, but or like a raging feeling, it was subtle, but this feeling of uncertainty and fear. It was just like, I don't know. And then they're like, yeah, because everybody's feeling that. So please remember that your relationships are a means through which you heal, and because we're all one holographically, and spiritually, as you heal, we all heal. Also, please go have a look at the video I did a few weeks ago called Clarifying Twin Flames, Soulmates, and True Lovers, because we are dealing with a different definition here, a relatively, I guess, new definition, though it may be how it's always been, of twin flames. It may not be what you've heard. Twin flames are different than soulmates. What those two relationship structures have in common is they are both pre-incarnational contracts, part of your sacred contract, right? And you have many twin flames, right? The old way was that you have one twin flame, and it's the only one that you'll get in your lifetime, and every lifetime you're together. It's like, yeah, how do we know that, right? How do we know that? So the definition that I got from the spiritual teacher, Matt KAHN, go watch his YouTube channel, please. They've got amazing stuff there. I've been saying it a lot. I do give credit where credit is due. He's got one on twin flames and soulmates that was like, oh, there's the missing piece, at least for me. But that is the foundation I'm doing these readings from. That twin flames, pre-incarnational contract, you agree to it before you come in, you have several, are turbulent relationships that teach you how to love yourself, that teach you how to heal yourself, right? And that's why they are so turbulent twin flame relationships that are transformative and tricky, and a lot of t words, right? There's a lot of T words in there. And you need them. They are as essential on the path as soulmates, which are satisfying, where you help each other heal. Totally different dynamic. Totally different dynamic. And true loves, we're not going to do, I don't know that I'll be doing any true lover readings. There's the path of true love that is individual. That's for each individual to see where they are on the path for the month, or when I do a private client, which I'm doing a lot of them lately, via Facebook Messenger and other formats. But to really get that this is your opportunity to I'm hearing it, to seize upon these twin flame relationships, the one that you're in. Remember, they're not all romantic sexual. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. They can be family members. Does not matter the form. Sorry, just for some reason giving a second shuffle to these as I go. And use the coordinates. Think of this reading like a GPS. You get to choose how you want to go, but you want to play this one wisely and well. So as I'm tuning here, we're getting down to business. The angels, gods, and masters are just doing last-minute alignments with me. There we go, plugged in. So we're going to do this. How this works this time around, and I really like this format, there will be 3 lines of cards or information. The first line will be for you, my Aquarian, so you don't have to guess which one is you, although if things flip-flop, they flip-flop. 1 card from each of the 5 decks. The second line of information will be for the other in this twin flame relationship. We're not identifying divine masculine, divine feminine, any of that. If a zodiac card pops up, a zodiac card pops up. Doesn't mean necessarily it's their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Could, who knows. This is the collective. And remember, if it doesn't resonate, this isn't your reading. It's fine. I hear all these other readers saying that. I would think that would be sort of like understood at the get-go, but whatever. So you'll get, the other will get one from each of the 5 decks as well. The third line of information will not have this deck in it. This is the Caroline Myss archetype cards. That's why you get one for each, you Aquarian and the other in the situation. But the last line will only have the angels, the gods, the masters, and the whisper of true love, one card each for the overview of the relationship. So with all of that explaining out of the way, channel open. Here we go. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card, one archetypal soul power being developed in this twin flame relationship, one card for the Aquarian sun, moon, rising, Venus sign collective in twin flame for August 2019. You got the card of the witch. Now here's the thing, you don't have to be a witch, and by the way, you might notice it doesn't have any artwork on it. I drew that in. The Caroline Myss archetype deck gives you blank cards that, there are more archetypes than you could ever make a true deck about. It'd be really hard to shuffle. You'd need a hopper, right? Like bingo. So we will talk about that, the witch in its light and its shadow, which I'm intimately familiar with being a witch. I've seen it all. Well, I haven't seen it all. I've seen enough to know the difference between a lead witch and a gold witch. We'll talk light and shadow later. Let's see if that card pop comes back around again. The angels. My angels, please. I hear you. Slow down. I know the energy's high. Thank you. My angels, please, one card for this Aquarian twin flame relationship. For the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, and twin flame relationship for August 2019, please, one card. New love. The witch with new love. Now we'll go into these more defined once all 5 cards are in the first line, because I find then what I see in one, it changes from thing to thing. That's the thing about doing readings in general. You are translating a non-linear thing into a linear form. Things can get lost in translation. Tricky. The more you do it, the better you get, though. My gods, please, one card in overview. For this Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and twin flame relationships, August 2019, please, one card, a clue, a tip, a hint. For these, the Aquarians, here it is, earthquake. So a new love with earthquake, you witch. Well, we don't got to be a witch, but we're going to look at that one. I will have fun decoding that one. Let's just say I have it lifelong. Lifelong witch archetype. My masters. Oh yeah, I feel ya. Oh, the compassion that they're feeling for this reading. My masters, please. What? No, I'm not taking that one. No, not until I say the whole thing, please. If it comes around again, I'll certainly know for sure, particularly that card. My masters, please, one card for the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs in twin flame relationship for August 2019. Responsiveness. So we've got a witch, new love, earthquake, which is 5 of Pentacles. We'll talk about that. And responsiveness. My pantheon of angels, oh, gods and masters. Please, one card, a whisper of true love. For the collective Aquarian sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, and twin flame relationships for August 2019, please, just one. Express love through gifts. There's one you don't hear that often. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. Now, they're saying to underline the word small token. Do not buy them a car if this is brand new. That's called overwhelm love bomb technique. It's not great. It scares the crap out of people. We'll set a twin flame on fire, right? Wow, just looking at this. The witch archetype and its light and its shadow. The witch has to do with wisdom, though I personally classify it in the divine family of archetypes for me, sort of an adjunct of the mystic archetype. I am a lifelong mystic. Believe me, I didn't want it that way, but it's how it is. So we're talking about wisdom, wisdom through experience, and that witch is a job title in that sense, that your job is to alchemize lead to gold, to accumulate wisdom, to connect with the divine, usually through the four magical elements, through nature, through God and goddess, very pagan-based, but need not necessarily be so if a witch is a wise person. Now, please know that the word witch is gender neutral. At least in my world, anybody else can run with that however they want. But thanks to TV and movies and books, it's usually witch and what? Warlock. Now, there's a big debate that's been going on for decades about the true meaning of the word warlock. I'm not touching that here and now, but let's just say, for this conversation at least, bear with me, grant me the grace to have this defined this way for this reading, witch is gender neutral. Just like Christian, just like Jew, just like Muslim, just like Republican, Democrat, human, right? So let's keep it gender neutral for this, because the light attribute is about mystical service, divine service, a means of sharing wisdom that way, passing it along, right? The best of what you know, you give to those who come to you. The other thing is the witch doesn't go door to door. The witch, the clients, the people come to the witch. They have to go through the woods, metaphorically speaking. I actually live in a wooded area, to the witch's cottage, right? It's how it is, that the witch is not out there. It's not yang, it's yin. You have to come to the witch. Now, the shadow side, don't we know what that is? The shadow of the witch archetype, it's the evil witch, right? Total manipulation, driven, possessed. Oh, I can feel it within myself still to this day. Yeah, you don't want to cross me, but that's not who I want to be, right? It's like well, here we go. A witch needs to know how to heal. He needs to know how to hex to know how to heal, because it's the same. It's not the same dynamic of energy, but it's the same movement of energy. It's just, here we go, the difference between bless you and fuck you, bless you, fuck you, bless you, fuck you, bless you, fuck you, right? There's the lead and gold of the witch. So, yeah, you can use a poppet to stick pins in for healing, as well as, well, I guess cursing, right? What's the opposite of healing? Wounding. That it's all about how you use power. And remember, archetypes are about power. So whether or not you are magically inclined, but if you're a witch, this is hitting you right there, my Aquarians. But if you're not, that's okay. Just get that there is something about wisdom here, and about the choices and decisions that you make that change things, because a witch is part of the process of change and transformation. Now, with that card of new love here, maybe this is something that you cast for, you wish for a ceremony, a new moon, you burned a petition, whatever it is that you did. Sometimes it's just the desire of the heart to call forth a new love. But to clarify, there is a percentage in this collective that this is a relationship that's been going on for a while, but you're getting a new take on it, that there's a new beginning, almost like an Ace of Cups moment there with the earthquake. Now, 5 of Pentacles. Usually you think, right, ooh, 5 of Pentacles, someone's being left out in the cold, right? The traditional wider weight deck, right? Limping people outside the church window. In this deck, Daughters of the Moon, it is the earthquake, right? How long does an earthquake last, really? 10, 15 seconds is a huge deal, depending on Richter scale, right? But how much changes in those minutely small amount of seconds, right? Everything changes. So 5s being the number of the pentacle, right? 5 points. We're looking at a change, not just a transformation, a change, a change, a change, a change. Yes, the form has changed, but it's a shakeup, right? And connected with that responsiveness, that response is not reaction. Your reaction to an earthquake is holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, instinct, right? You can't help it, it's automatic. But then response is considered, to pull back and go, okay, everything's changing, how do I want to respond? What would love do? How do I respond to this wisely, Because if this really is a new love, twin flame just like knocked on your chakric door. It's a nice image. Knock, 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 all the way down or all the way up, depending. You know, you could be shook, right? It's like I'm all shook. I'm shook. Brr, I'm shook. You're struck by lightning, kind of, sort of, except element of earth, not fire. That how do you want to respond? And how you want to respond is express love through gifts, which really is not great advice, but it's small tokens, small tokens, small tokens. Can I buy you lunch? Can I buy you a drink? What sign are you? All of them. Because I am the one, as are we all. Express love through gifts. As I tune to this, yeah, I get it. It's shaky, but maybe that was what I was tuning into after I blessed the deck. That feeling of, is it apprehension? Is it uncertainty? You're shook. And that's a good thing. Let's shake things up. Oh, you're a fixed sign. You don't love that, do you? Let's look at the other. Let's see who's the other in this twin flamey, earthquakey, new love, responsive relationship with y'all. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card for the other, an archetype, a soul power being developed in this twin flame contract, in relationship, in twin flame relationship with the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for August 2019. Please, one card. The Don Juan. Wow, this one's been popping up. The Don Juan. Father Juan. Ooh, means a bit more than that. It's a little literal. I'll read that one. It has to do with seduction as a soul power. Not always what you think. But I got to say, with new love and Don Juan, chances are, well, you know, let me get them all out. Because just to jump and say that it's romantic sexual at this point, there's not enough info on the table for me to really feel that. Although that earthquakey, it does feel that way. Because anyone can be seductive, right? Parent can be. Like, if you want to get your kids to clean their room, you seduce them into it. Think car salesman, right? Here we go, my angels. Let me just give them a butterfly the opposite direction. When my cards start to bow one way, I start shuffling them the other way, which is good because I shuffle with my eyes closed. So I can't see what's going on anyway. As I tune now to, oh, my angels. Such a comfort. Again, they keep saying, Mark, slow down. But the energy is earthquakey. Help me slow down. No, it's not. It'll make part of my tongue go numb. My angels, please. One card for the other here. In this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame, earthquakey relationship. Spill the tea across the table. A lot of cards there. No. Whoo, wow. I get it. Wow, this is the word volatile appropriate? Let's see. Not that earthquakes aren't volatile. Fuck. My angels, please, one card for this. Wow, y'all are flipping all over the place. I get why you're saying slow down. My angels, please. One card for this Don Juan other. In this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship for August 2019. Soulmate. All right, now this is a twin flame relationship. Started off telling you, twin flame soulmates, different contracts. Purpose is different. Twin flames are teaching you how to love yourself, how to heal yourself. Soulmates are about you help heal each other. Go rewind if you gotta. To even rewind, is that a word that we use on YouTube? I don't know. But since there is no twin flame card in this deck, I'm considering this to be the pre-incarnational contract card, because I don't think soulmates usually need readings. If it's soulmate, it's so satisfying. Even the arguments, the little bumps in the road that happen in any relationship, iron themselves out. They always work themselves out. Us usually sooner rather than later, because you're helping each other heal. It's a different contract entirely. It's soothing, right? Soothing, soulmate, satisfying. So just get, Aquarian, that your shakiness on this, could be both of you shaken, feels like it's more you though. That what you're feeling is for real, but what's real about this is a pre-incarnational thing, which means you probably have a past life with this person. You know, that's a really good way to look at that card. Can we just call that a reincarnational contact? Could I be a little less clinical, Aquarians? Yeah, somebody can love that, though. Oh, let's categorize them as that. Something definitely Aquarians and Virgos may have in common is certain organizational skills. That said, let's turn to, oh my gods, please. Oh, one card for this Don Juan and this pre-incarnational dealio with the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign and twin flame relationship. Please, one card for this other. The card of celebration, a card of revelation. I will talk about this when we come back around. That is Major Arcana card, right? Of the two tarot, you have Major Arcana. We won't talk about that because that is about revelation. Something being revealed, a full circle. Really, the Judgment card, though it looks a lot like the Universe card because it's in a circle, the Universe card is, the World card is different in this deck. What I love about this deck, it's unique. My Masters of True Love, we spoke before. I always talk with you guys. You're a bit more colloquial with me than angels and gods. Love you for that. Please, one card here for the other. This Don Juan soulmate celebration revelation thing going on here in this Aquarian collective. You're so sweet. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship for August 2019. Drought. It's interesting, isn't it? Drought. Plunge. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please. One whisper of love, one clarity for this Don Juan soulmate celebration and drought. In relationship. This Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in twin flame relationship for August 2019. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Now, what's interesting here, my Aquarian, is that you have expressed love through gifts. This one is express your love through your actions. So there's an expression deal going on here, Obvi, right? As I tune to this line, this Don Juan, like I said, it's soul power of seduction. Like some people are just incarnate with the ability to seduce. It's a power within them, but they can also seduce themselves into things that are both in the lead and in the gold. So light attribute spotlights your positive seductive qualities. There is such a thing as a positive seductive quality. There's so much good. There's so much service. That's what a front man is, right? Regardless of gender, grant me some grace on that. But, you know, a lead singer, right? A leader can absolutely have that seductive quality without necessarily being sexual, right? The shadow attribute, using the power of romantic attraction for private agenda. And I got to say, with this drought card here, that's a little indicative. So tuning into this line, I mean, I can feel the vibe of this person. Again, we're not doing gender here. We're not identifying specific personalities, but in this twin flame relationship, that this person is almost at the end of a cycle. Things are being revealed to them, and this is a result of being in drought for a while. So can you imagine a Don Juan drought? That's got to be a challenge. So there might be some pressure and some tension built up right here. You may be projecting meaning onto this relationship already that your interpretation of events might not be so clear, because though this is a past life thing for sure, and actions are going to be taken here, know that this Don Juan is coming from a place of deficit right now and might very well need to replenish and refill. I'm not feeling, well, I mean, if there is a separation here, it's temporary, because it feels like this is going to play itself out. Oh, I wanted to do this. Every time this card comes up, whether I'm doing a personal reading, you know, one-on-one, or this card, all right, when I ask people where are these women? And they say, oh, they're at a gathering. They're dancing around a fire, which actually there's no fire at the center of it. But I go, yeah, okay, where are they? They're in the mountains. They're standing on the mother's belly. They're standing on Gaia, right? Those are the breasts in the foreground, pubic mound in the background, right? And they're dancing around her navel, full moon, right? So what is that? That is a real key to this card, to say, whoa, I thought it was one thing, it was another. I thought something is being revealed here, just like the card. And again, I refer back to the Rider-Waite. Every reader should, I believe, start with the Rider-Waite deck, learn the basics, and then find as many different variations as you can, and one that speaks to you artistically, culturally, whatever. But that is the card, you know, Gabriel blowing his horn and corpses coming out of coffins. What is that? Book of Revelations, right? So things are being revealed, things that you thought were not are, or things you thought are not. Things are not as they appear, but at least you're getting clarity and revelation here. So I'm feeling that for you, Aquarian. That's got to be tricky going into this, considering the earthquakiness that's going on for you. So let's do our third line of info here, the overview. Rather not have to pick them up off the floor again. My angels, please, one card in clarity and overview of this twin flame relationship for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for August 2019. Please, one card of clarity for the Aquarians. Retreat. Now I have to say, retreat can be a retreat together, right? You know, when there's a new love and you just kind of like disappear and your friend's like, where did you go? Like you ghost everybody else. Could be that. Just saying this, it doesn't necessarily mean you're retreating from each other. You may be retreating towards each other. But we'll see. We will see here. And I ask, please, my gods, please, can you clarify that for this, the overall overview for this Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in the collective Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship for August 2019. Please, a card to clarify and elucidate. Well, Kuan Yin, right? Nine of Cups, chilling out. Chilling out definitely goes with that retreat thing, but that does not feel like this is a retreat from each other. This might be a tactical retreat, a rest, a self-healing, a taking time for yourself, sure, but it would not surprise me if the two of you take a getaway together, depending on how new it is. Like, oh yeah, sometimes people meet on vacation. This is August. So maybe that's a part of this too, that you met on retreat, but that there is an emotional flow to this. So I could feel that could be earthquakey, that this might have came out of nowhere, unexpected, but it's time. Look what's going on the planet. We need as much love coming through, as many different energy systems and chakras as possible. So if you're being hosed out, as it were, in this twin flame relationship, because that's what they do, they're purificatory. That's a good way to say it, like purification by fire, heart fire, divine fire, chakra fire. Then you are really serving through this. Go with the flow on this one overall. I don't tell people what to do, but I gotta say, and it's Kuan Yin, it's contentment and going with the flow. Nine of Cups, I love Kuan Yin. He doesn't. Here we go. Then my masters, please, one card here, clarification overview for this collective Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship for August 2019. Please, a clarity, an overview, an elucidation. Good timing. I think this one just came up in the last reading as well, which is why you might want to check your other signs in these readings. It's like puzzle pieces. I know it's a lot of info, and they're like close to a half hour each. But if this is something that you're struggling with, go find out. If you know what your sun sign is, right? It's your birthday. That's the easy one. Go look up your moon sign, your rising sign. You do need to know the time of your birth for your rising sign. If you can't find it, you can work with a decent, I know a good astrologer, message me, who can at least point you in the direction. I think they call it rectification. I forget what they call. They ask you a bunch of questions and they kind of pinpoint. But also your Venus sign. Again, there are websites if you have the basic info. Good timing here. That there is a divine timing issue. What was I just saying that reminded me? We just said through. You look at where we are on the planet right now. Look at where we are in the world. This is set, but as twin flame, this is transformative. Yes, it may have its turbulence. There may be bumps rapids on the river while you're rolling down the river, and it feels like there's some rolling going on here. But that is all in divine timing. This is all good timing. You couldn't have made this happen any faster or any slower. It's just how it's written in the divine plan. So, my pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card and clarification, elucidation, overview of this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship for August 2019. Please, a clue, a tip, a hint, a grace, a guidance. It's like, spend some quality time together. It is important that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening to and talking to each other. That spells it right out. I mean, that's ABCD, right? A retreat, to spend time together, to go with the flow, all in good timing. Look, Aquarius, I get it. That Five of Pentacles, earthquake, all eyes on that right now. You are shaking. This is hitting you at your foundation because the love that's been buried is coming to the surface, right? And the same is probably happening with the Don Juan here. I mean, overall, this is really good. The only like womp womp card, look, every card could be positive or negative in terms of interpretation, location. But this card of drought here, it's like, if you're really the witch in here, you really have the opportunity to serve wisely. But that also means keeping an eye on your boundaries, making sure that you're making wise decisions for yourself, expressing love through gifts. Here, I found this for, oh, I thought of you, or here, you know, just don't overwhelm them. Don't overwhelm. I've had men do that to me. It just feels like you're being bought. I'm a Virgo. I mean, buy me dinner, but let's not go overboard. 12 dozen roses 5 days a week is not great. That's overwhelming. Not that I can't use rose petals. I do things with rose petals you probably wouldn't be shocked about. So let's end this with a blessing. I've really been feeling to do that in these readings. So here we go. Let's take a breath. My Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign collective, twin flamers. You big twin flamers. My angels, gods, and masters, please join with me in this blessing. Direct this blessing, please, for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and twin flame relationships for August 2019 and beyond. May they all be blessed. May they all be blessed with all they need to see, to be wise, to choose wisely, to shake through this. That they may receive all that they need to learn, to heal, to grow, to evolve, to heal themselves, to love themselves in a way like never before, that they may become the best that they can be and fulfill their role in the divine plan. Bless them. May their minds be blessed with truth and light. May their hearts be blessed with love, acceptance, and gratitude, that they may find their way through this transformative experience and be a blessing upon this world in all of their relationships. May this relationship serve the divine plan. May it be blessed. May it be blessed. May it be blessed. Thank you. So may it be. It's my pleasure reading for you, Aquarians. I wish you the best of luck this month. Have at it. Please like if this rung a bell for you. Hit notifications if you wanted to ring a bell for you when I post new stuff. Please subscribe if you have not already. My numbers are going up. I want to keep them going. I want to reach more people. This is so much fun for me. But most importantly, if you are in need of help with this being shook, reach out to me, to anybody. I am available for readings and spiritual counseling. Go check out my website. I have a store on my website, DrawingTheCircle.com, as well as there is info in the box below. Alrighty, I'm wishing you all the very best in this twin flame relationship. But for now, my darlings, my water bearers, air signs, but water bearers, hail, farewell. And I mean this. Blessed, blessed, blessed.